professor of computer engineering in the School of Electrical, Electronics, and Computer Engineering. So for today, we will be continuing with the discussion for the week 7 topics, which involves the interrupt and video functions, the extern, and the public. Okay, so let's get started. So in this case, you have an activity in the laboratory which asks you to combine the video functions and the looping statement that I gave to you. So this is the sample output of the this is the required output that you are asked to do. So here in this particular program, I use different program structure. So what do I mean by program structure? So there is a macro, okay, that it involves a macro that is actually saved or what do you call this, collected in another file. Okay, so here's the so as you can see here, this particular file, okay, so I have here, this is the colored try include file. So this include file, it's just like a library in high level language. Say for example, you have the include iostream.h, so that you used for the input output for C or C++. But in this case, all of the subprogram or the macro are collected in one particular file, and that file is named or extended with the include or inc. So as you can see, this is the program. Okay, so this is the snippet of the program of the sample output that I showed you. So here, in this particular part, you have to include that file. So that color try.inc is included so that this cursor, so the cursor, okay, let me just have it slow. Okay, so that the cursor, so this particular macro can be implemented. So this macro is defined in the given file. Okay, so as you can see, what is the advantage of using a macro? You can pass parameters. So these parameters are passed from the calling function. So as we discussed before, so cursor sets the cursor position for the interrupt 10H given by the service function 2. Okay, so also the prompt. So the prompt is defined here for string output, and the get string, which is for the string input, and some other and of course the vowel test. So this is the vowel test. So the output of this vowel test is actually defining if a particular character is a vowel or not. So this particular vowel, so this particular vowel test is returned to the calling function. So based from this result, it will be able to choose if that is a vowel, therefore it will give a different output, and so on. So that's the macro, collection of macro stored in one include file that is being called by the main function. Okay, so I will discuss more. I will show you the whole code once you have already submitted the assignment or the activity, laboratory activity. Okay, so next. So now there's another method that you can use so that you can reuse your particular procedure or function. So that is the extern and the public. Okay, so extern and public keyword can be used to say for example share a particular variable to another program. It share variable as well as procedure to another program. Okay, so Let me have this. So let's review first what are the different structure that we can use for the assembly language. So we're particular already with the procedure or the proc. Okay, so the procedure and P. So what is the advantage of using this? Okay, where can you find this? So you can find this particular function within the program. So it is within the main program. Okay. Okay. You may declare it prior the main program or after the main program. Okay, as long as it has to be made available. Okay, and also we have the macro and M. So what is the advantage of this? You can also declare it within the calling program. Okay, or you may declare it in the separate file. So can be in a separate file. Okay, example, you have the include. So it is extended with, say we have the I would call this function. So the different functions in that include. Okay, then another one, we have the extern and the public. What's going on? So we have the extern and public. So what's the difference between the two? So both are used together to be able to maximize the reusability. So basically you can reusability of variables and procedures. Okay, so it's just like the concept of object. So remember, in object you can reuse that in another program. So it has some kind of a class or object. Okay, now so let's have so basically what is in extern. So whenever you have, so extern is used if whenever you have to access access uh, variables or the memory location from other file. So from other file or segment. Say for example, that is in the one.asm file. Okay, so if you want to, so that means the variables is declared, the variable or the variables are declared in one.asm. So one.asm. So this is the source. So one.asm will be the source. Okay, so this is where you declare source or variables are declared. So in one.asm is where all the variables are declared. Okay, declared. Wait. So while one.asm, two.asm, so two.asm this time is the file that makes use of the variable. So which means it doesn't have the variables declared within the file. Okay, so public on the other hand, so public keyword, okay, it's used, so you have to, so it enables or makes the declared variable available to the other ASM file. So to other that ASM file. So say for example, if I want to have variables in one.asm available to two.asm, I have to declare that as public. Okay? So if 2.asm would like to make use of the variable declared in 1.asm, it has to makes use of the extern keyword. Okay, so that's the extern and public introduction.